Okay, folks, I had to make a video because shit is wild, yo. Alright, so it is 12:41 a.m. on July 13th, Sunday. I think it's the 13th. It might have been the 12th. I think it's the 13th, though. MAGA is imploding. They're going ballistic over this Epstein stuff. And rightfully so. I think they're finally figuring something out. On his Truth Social, on his website where only MAGAs live, it's their safe space, right? It's so funny. Everything is projection with them. Yeah, in their safe space, they are just trashing him. They are just I don't have a Truth Social account. I think some of it's visible, but there are many reports on this of everybody on there just melting down and calling him to task. The podcasters are doing it. I don't know. This feels like a moment where if it happens enough, and it might, that his base could collapse. That if it collapses enough, you could look at somebody finally manning up in the Republican Party and going and saying, resign or we're going to impeach you. They could even 25th Amendment him. He is clearly in cognitive decline and in deep hysterics. He is losing his shit, as they say in the medical business. I don't think they say that in the medical business. Business? Medical business? Question mark? Anyway, sorry, I'm gonna... I need to stay in the light. So, okay. Dan Bongino is the deputy director of the FBI. He was a MAGA conspiracy auteur. I don't know. He was a theorist, conspiracy theorist. And he drove a lot of these conspiracy theories about like the child sex trafficking stuff. And Epstein just was the perfect, I don't know, whatever, it's just the perfect, symbolic thing that they could hang their hat on to represent all of their Comet Ping Pong, Pizzagate, conspiracy stuff, all of the demon Democrats drinking baby blood and having, whatever, doing things to kids. This was their bread and butter. They shot up a pizza shop. The guy was charged. This has been their foundational conspiracy theory from day one of MAGA. Trump exploited that, which was always bananas to me because, of course, Donald Trump is on the Epstein list. Whatever. So, yes. So, Dan Bongino, who drove all of this conspiracy stuff with so many others, is now getting their comeuppance. Pam Bondi has said there is no Epstein client list. What client list? We don't have one. There's nothing more to say. 3 months after she did her Epstein files phase 1 handout to the influencers. So she involved them in the story already. And now she's saying, no, close the book. There is no phase 2. Phase 1 was just kidding, bro. So they're pissed at Pam Bondi, but some of them are catching on that it is Trump that is directing all of this stuff. And now Trump has gone off the rails on Truth Social, saying the Epstein files were from the radical left. Well, they were created during your administration, Donald. So and people remember that, right? He's going off the rails, and people are calling him to task, and they're like burning their MAGA hats. Even if it peels off 10% of MAGA, that's a huge chunk. If it peels off more, that's a collapse. And if there's a collapse, there can be consequences, real consequences. And we can get this experiment back on track. So continue to point this out. It is not wrong to point a spotlight on this. Jamie Raskin, Representative Raskin, is right to focus on this. John Ossoff, Senator in Georgia, is right to point these things out. Continue hammering this. Is resounding. So keep dinging that dong, or don't do that, because that's bad. Anyways, yeah, keep ringing that bell. It's resounding. It's having an impact. Our voices matter. Let's amplify this because it is making a difference. He is cracking. His base is cracking. Tom Tillis, the senator from North Carolina, the Republican, he's out. He said, I'm not going to do this shit. He called it bullshit. He called it to Donald Trump's face in that interview with Jake Tapper. Listen. The people have had enough. Now let's figure this out. We can do this. This is all good. This is what we need to happen. He's going to keep overreaching with ICE. He's going to keep invading more communities. If we maintain our discipline, we can win. If we maintain our nonviolent commitment, we can win. We can do this. We have the power. We have the numbers. We will show up on July 17th, making good trouble with John Lewis. I'm sorry, I don't know the something good trouble. Anyways, show up. Just show up. That's all you have to do. All right. This is the time to do it. We still have most of our protections in place. Let's do this. We can do this. God bless you guys. Love you.